Hey guys, it's Emmy Rose here, and I'm back with another video. I know I said that this video was going to be up last week. I got really sick in between, so yeah, the upload's going to be a little bit delayed, and I'm sorry about that. So, this week, we're going to be talking about my colonoscopy experience. So, in June, I went and saw a GI specialist. I had a upper endoscopy at the beginning of 2019 and got my celiac diagnosis, but I've been still really sick. So he recommended a colonoscopy and another upper endoscopy all at the same time. So I had to go back for that. And so I vlogged the whole experience. I vlogged the really good parts and the really bad parts, the drugged up parts, and also just like on our way home. So there's a few things here and there that are probably missing between the story, and I'll come back for that. So we'll just get into the experience of the colonoscopy.
So it's the day before my procedure, and I got to the place that I'm at yesterday because I had to drive 2 hours to get my colonoscopy done. So I'm in my hotel where I'm basically going to be chilling pretty much here for hours upon hours upon hours. Right now it's 2:30, which means 6 o'clock I have to start drinking laxatives and put in a suppository, and just, it's not gonna be fun. It's just not gonna be great, and I am not excited. Hopefully it brings more answers and more comfort in the end, but I will show you the gallon of laxatives that I have to finish by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. This is my hotel fridge. I have one tray of lime jello, another tray of lime jello, a bunch of Gatorade that's not red, blue, or purple because I can't have any dyes beforehand. And then there's the gallon of hell and other teas and stuff. We've got the thing stocked, but had to make this morning. I can add this flavor pack if I want to, but I can add other like powders and different things. So I got some Tang and like Crystal Light and stuff, but this is gonna all have to be drank. Half of this has to be drank by tonight before midnight, and then the other half in 2 hours tomorrow morning. So that is not gonna be fun, I can tell you that much. So basically, I got to eat a really small, like really light breakfast this morning. So I ate half of a banana, and then now from here until tomorrow at noon when I go in to get the prep before my procedure at 1, and I have to be on a completely liquid diet. So water, tea, Jello is one of them. I just can't have any kind of dye. Like I can't have red or purple or blue. I'm not sure why, but they don't like that. So I got lime Jello, which it's okay. I'm not great with like foods like that, but it's a personal thing. So my like main meal liquids that I'm trying to eat are Jello. Just had my Jello lunch, which is the least appetizing lunch I've ever had. And then for dinner tonight, I'm just gonna be drinking chicken broth because that's also a liquid I can have that has a lot of nutrients at least and a lot of like filling qualities. So hoping then that'll be better, but I have to just pretty much buckle down and drink 8 ounces of those laxatives every 10 minutes. So it's like you just have to just keep drinking, keep going. And the instructions are so funny because it's like if you get nauseous, just take a break and then continue. But if you throw up, take a break for an hour and then continue. Like, and it's just like, wow, those warnings don't make me feel good. So anyway, I will update you when I start drinking the laxatives and when I have my broth dinner. So see you then. So just put in one of these little suppositories and tell you right now it feels awful, so bad, and I'm already on the first cup of half a gallon of laxatives. Oh no. I have to wait 15 minutes before I can do anything toilet twice, and then I have to drink a cup every 10 minutes. So I'm gonna go back to that, but just here's your update on the start of hell. It's been about an hour, and I feel miserable. I have been sitting on the bathroom floor for about 30 minutes and up and down to the toilet, and I just don't feel good at all. I'm freezing. I'm so cold. It's not cold in this room. I'm just really cold. I have had no food today, so it's just been cold liquids. This is not fun in any form at all. And no fecal matter has been solid, so it's not been fun. But I'll update you later. So it's been 2 hours and I still feel like crap. I'm sorry, I'm really shaky because I'm still freezing. I changed into a different hoodie, but this is awful. Like, honestly, this is one of the worst experiences of my life, and I've gone through a lot of stuff. And I'm really not looking forward to drinking the other half of a gallon tomorrow morning. I have to wake up before 6, and from 6 a.m. until 8 a.m. So a 2-hour window, I basically have to drink another half gallon of laxatives. It's 9 o'clock now, which means it's 3 hours after I have started taking the laxatives. And in the instructions for like all of what I'm doing, it says be close to a bathroom for 3 hours, and so I've hit the 3-hour mark and I don't feel as bad. I definitely feel a lot better. I'm just really hungry, so I'm really tired. I keep just drinking so many different things, just trying to like give myself any kind of like fullness, but we all know that like drinking stuff does not do anything for you. So I'm really excited to like get out of my procedure tomorrow and just like immediately eat something. Like, I just want food so bad. I'm not excited for the morning to wake up at like 5:45 and then immediately have to like make this laxative like concoction, because like it's disgusting. Like it's thick, like it's water and whatever, like it comes in a gallon, right? Like I showed it to you earlier, and in that, like, it's an empty gallon when you get it, except for in the bottom is like the laxative powder. And so then I mixed this entire gallon of drinking water into it this morning, and then I refrigerated it all day, and so it was really cold. And on the instructions it says you can mix like powders and like flavoring into it, so like things like Tang and like Crystal Light. So I mixed Tang into the first cup and it was disgusting. Like, it's so thick, like the viscosity of it is horrific. Like, it's so gross. Like, I can't explain to you how nasty it is. And while you're drinking it, so like you have to drink 8 ounces every 10 minutes, and so it's just like you have to just like chug it pretty much. And it gets harder, like every single cup gets harder and harder and harder because your stomach's like full of laxatives, and it's awful. Like, it's just not fun at all. And so you have laxatives like sitting in your stomach while like at the same time you're like literally just emptying every bit of things that are in your body. I'm just glad that like that part's over, but the morning's not gonna be very much fun. I don't wake up at 6 anyway, because like how sick I've been over the last year and a half. Sleep in, because I try, like most of the time when you're sick it's like get sleep, get rest, like just sleep, you'll feel better. And so I kind of have developed like a really shitty sleep schedule. I have to wake up and then I have to drink the other half gallon within 2 hours, which is definitely doable because it took an hour. So I drank 6 cups, pretty much wasn't half a gallon, because it's 10 minutes. You have to drink it. So I was done before, like by 7, and then from there it was just not fun. I have to stop drinking anything at midnight until tomorrow morning, and I can't have any other liquids tomorrow except for the laxatives, and I can only have enough water to like take my daily medication. So it's like a gulp, and I drink a lot of water because I like to be hydrated. And like, I don't know, I just feel so like foggy right now. Like my brain just feels so foggy because I have no energy, I have no food, and like I just like I feel better, but I don't feel good still. I'm still kind of cold, but I'm definitely a lot warmer now, and I don't have to like sit next to the toilet. Like I was finally able to like get up and go back into the bed, and I feel like this clip is gonna be really scrambled because like my brain is just like not working right now, and it's super weird. Like I have brain fog some days, but like this is a whole different like, oh, it's just I'm tired, and I have like the only food I've had all day is half of a banana, which is nothing, and then I had like 2 rows of like a 13x9 pan of like lime jello, and I've had like 2 bowls of chicken broth, just trying to like fill myself up with anything, but doesn't do it for me. So I guess I will see you guys at 6 o'clock in the morning, which for me is hours and a night's sleep away, but for you will be a couple of seconds. So see you at 6 in the morning when I start drinking the other half gallon of laxatives, and then we'll go from there. So it's 6 in the morning and I'm whispering because my boyfriend's still asleep, and I'm now starting the second half of my laxatives. I slept like shit last night because I'm really hungry. My joints really hurt from not eating, and that's why I'm shaking so bad. And my eyes just look, I just look busted right now, so gotta get to it. But good morning. Am I vlogging from the toilet? Yes, because I can't leave. I'm still whispering because my boyfriend's still asleep, but I am on my last cup. I finished. I'm so freaking happy because this is miserable. It's almost worse the next day, so still look a little busted, but it's fine. And yeah, vlogging from the toilet's totally normal. I only have 10 minutes to drink this, so oh, it's horrific. Okay, I will see you guys when we're on the way to the hospital. So, woke up like what, 30 minutes ago?
About 40 minutes ago.
40 minutes ago. You can still see like the oxygen line on my face. Really groggy, and it was way shorter than I anticipated. I'm vlogging only here because I drove, but yeah, that's about it. I'm just really tired. So when I'm like more awake, more not out of it, then I'll talk to you guys then. So anyway, fresh out the hospital, fresh out the procedure. So fast asleep. It was pretty sweet. Good nap. I'm gonna go take a nap later. So yeah, bye. I am now 9 hours like post procedure, and I just took off the band. It's so red. I just took off the band that was holding, well, sopping up the blood that my IV went in. That's this hole, even though it looks like it should be right here, but it's this little beach. And so I definitely feel a lot better, a lot more awake. That last clip was so funny. After my procedure, I ate tater tots and actual food, and I was really excited, but they told me it was gonna upset my stomach, and they were right, of course, but I ate way too much food and I really upset my stomach. But it's okay now. After an hour and a half back to our hotel, I'm good now. And so you're probably wondering, like, why are you still there? Your procedure is done, everything's done. It's not, because tomorrow morning at 8:40 I have another appointment with a rheumatologist, because I have had joint pain longer than I have felt really sick. So January of 2019 is when my left hip started to hurt for no explainable reason. I saw not one chiropractor, but I saw 2 chiropractors, saw an acupuncturist. I've seen so many massage therapists, and I've tried
almost everything that I can, holistic and Western medicine wise, and nothing has helped. So I am lucky to have gotten a rheumatologist appointment because my other grandparents, my other grandma who lives in actually my hometown, she has rheumatoid arthritis in all of her knuckles. Because of her rheumatoid arthritis, I have kind of an uneasy feeling I probably have it too, just because I was tested for rheumatoid arthritis. I was tested for all of the ANAs, so all of the arthritis and autoimmunes. I had all the blood tests done really early on in this like whole medical process. I told my primary care physician that my grandma had just been diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis, but the rheumatoid factor doesn't show up in her blood, and so they had to run all of these other tests before they could rule everything else out and then go right back to rheumatoid arthritis without the factor in the blood. Tomorrow I get to go see my joint doctor, and then I have a 2-hour drive home, and then I wait for a couple of weeks for some answers. I'm just gonna wait a couple weeks when the biopsies come back from both the upper scope that I got today and colonoscopy, and I'm just hoping for something. It's 10:20 right now at night, so feeling pretty good. I can't drive until tomorrow about 2 p.m. Because I'm not allowed to drive 24 hours after getting anesthesia. My procedure was actually really fast. It said it was going to be 3 to 4 hours, but I got there at 12 o'clock. I was taken back at 12:10, and then I had to change. I had to give a urine sample, had to have a pregnancy test done in that urine sample. Not pregnant. Wow, surprise. Were you here again a year later, still not pregnant? And so then by 12:40, the anesthesiologist came in, had to sign his form, basically saying, yes, you can sedate me. And then my GI doctor came in, and I had to sign his form saying, yes, you can perform this procedure on me. My nurse wheeled me in. All I remember is getting a teeth guard that basically just keeps my mouth open for the scope. Then I had to lift my head up one more time for another nurse to lay something down, and then the tingles of the anesthesia started in my toes and went all the way up to my face, and everything just kind of just like white noise, and then you're just like, you don't even realize you're asleep. So in like a second it feels like you woke up, and when I woke up they brought my boyfriend in, and I was really drugged up, and I was just like, hi. I was so excited to see him. And then I was really out of it for the first like 15 minutes because I asked him apparently 2 other times what time it was, and then consciously I remember asking him what time it was a third time, and he's like, you've already asked me, but it's 1:20. So it only took like 20 minutes for the whole procedure to be done, and then I got wheelchaired out of there. I was really groggy and really drugged up when I took that clip before. Not hungry anymore, so I'm definitely feeling a lot better. A lot of things are a lot better. My joints hurt less. I feel like I'm gonna sleep tonight, and excited to get a consult tomorrow and then go from there with the rheumatologist. So just one thing after another, and hoping it's all worth it in the end, because it's a lot of expenses if it doesn't turn out doing anything, I will see you guys in the morning when my boyfriend is driving me to the hospital, because like I said, I can't drive. So I will vlog tomorrow, and then like before I go, and then I'll see you guys after that. It's gonna be hours for me, but it'll be just 1 second for you, so I will see you in the morning.
So we're on our way home. Oh my god, it's been the longest 3 days, I swear to god. I'm exhausted. I have yet another injection site in this elbow, and also this one. So I said I was gonna vlog when I went to the hospital, but I was in all sorts of a disarray this morning because we had to pack and everything and get going. And so got there, and the rheumatologist asked me a bunch of questions and checked everything out and touched all my joints, made my hip hurt worse. And then she's like, cool, okay, more blood tests and more x-rays. So it was supposed to be, I thought, like a 20-minute consult appointment, which turned into a 2-hour whole other day of shit. I spent like 45 minutes talking to the doctor, and then another like 20 my blood drawn. So I have
my IV injection on my right arm and then blood draw on this arm, so my elbow pit hurt. And then I had to go get an x-ray of my pelvis, and then we went to a gluten-free bakery that we found, which was honestly the highlight of the whole trip. Now we're like halfway home and I can't wait to see my cats, and I'm just glad that this is over with for now until 2 months from now when I have to come back to see my rheumatologist again and check in. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting 2 months. We'll update when there's more on the biopsies and everything else.
So that experience was something I never want to go through again. I would never wish that upon anyone else, just because it was not really fun at all, especially for me, not being able to be at home, be comfortable, be in my own bed and have my own bathroom, and not have other people around me. I wish I could have had a lot more comforting things and food, and I mean obviously there's a lot of things that I wish I could have changed, but there's a lot of rules that go around having a colonoscopy. So probably a question that you guys are asking is, how was it during COVID? I live in a part of the country that does not have a large amount of cases, especially in June when we weren't being completely stupid. So I just had to wear a mask in the hospital. I was careful. I protected myself. Like me and my boyfriend both wore masks. Everybody else wore masks. Everyone washed their hands. It was, I mean, obviously it was a really point A to point B kind of situation. It really wasn't too bad. In the end, I obviously just like wouldn't do it again if I don't have to. What sucks now is basically that nothing has changed. I got my biopsy results and it looks like the damage that has been caused by eating gluten my whole life is still very prevalent, and which means that I'm missing something in my diet. So I've spoken with a nutritionist now, and I am just keeping a food diary, which is pretty much all I can do. The nutritionist said that it sounded like I was doing a really good job, that I was really educated, that I knew a lot about like the diet and everything around that. It was really interesting to her to hear that there was still a lot of healing issues going on within the small bowel, and so now it's a wait and see game and just adjust my diet and see if there's different things that I can do. We're back in pretty much, I feel like, square one of when I first got diagnosed 8 months ago. A little discouraged right now. I'm just trying to explore different foods and different dinners and meals that hopefully don't contain any dairy or gluten. And there's a few other things that I'm gonna be looking into, like lotions and my toothpaste, because things like that can also cause damage, things you just don't even think about, and it's not been a whole lot of fun. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was a really weird personal one. So I hope to see you guys in the next week or two, depending on what happens with another video. So make sure to like this video because that helps me out the most. Subscribe if you want to, and leave a comment down below of anything that you want to see. I'll see you guys next time.